Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over my top 5 favorite classes for Adventure Quest Worlds and how to get them. Let's get it started. I'm sorry, with Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make it out of class. New intro, because the other one got copyrighted. Starting it off at number 5. Alright, the number 5 slot goes to Stonecrusher. Give it to Stonecrusher because one of the best support classes in the game, and it's also free for anyone to farm. What makes it so good is its third and fourth skill. The third skill will increase haste and crit chance by 30% for the caster and up to 5 friendly targets, while also improving your mana regen. Your fourth skill will really keep the party alive, reducing the incoming damage by 50% for you and 5 of your party members, and also applying a small heal over time, so reducing damage and healing at the same time. Very, very good. This class can also deal a good amount of damage itself, so you're not letting the party down there with your damage output. Very good support class. I recommend anyone to pick up this class if they can. To get Stonecrusher class, you will have to /join Geyser, and here you will find a class shop, of course. Now, Stonecrusher's in here. It does require both the Shaman armor and the Earth Song token. Now, to get these, you're going to need rank 10 in both Arcane Grove and Myth Song. So both those places will need to be rank 10. So this is a tier 3 class. It also requires rank 10 Bright Oak. So that's 3 rank 10s. That's not easy to get. That'll be quite a bit of farming to do. But once you do get it, you will get the class, and you don't have to spend any adventure coins on it. So not too bad there. If you would prefer to not farm the class and spend adventure coins on it, it is in the class shop in Battle-On, of course. If you look right down here, it should be right there. Stonecrusher, 2k AC, like every class, so pretty good. Time for number 4. This list was pretty hard to put together, but for number 4, we have Blazebinder. It was hard to pick where to put this on the list, of course. So I put it at number 4 because it's a very good farming class, also very hard to farm for. It's multi-target dot with a really good heal. That is why you would want it. So every skill it has basically just does a lot of dots to 3 or more target. I think it's 3 targets capped, and it also has a chance to stun. Huge heal over time. It's just a great all-around class that you would definitely want to get and have in your inventory. Alright, the first step to getting Blazebinder is to /join Fire Forge. Once you're at the Fire Forge, you need to talk to this guy. This guy has the button for the class and the rep class shop in here. So you need the Darkness Sigil and the Flame Sigil. Both are required for this class, along with rank 10 Ember C. You can see that I don't have rank 10 Ember C. I do have the farming variant of the class. I didn't buy it for ACs. I farmed it. There's a VOD, live stream VOD evidence. They added the Ember C reputation requirement after like an hour or 2 after the class actually came out. So if you were early to it, then you got it without the requirement of the Ember C rep. Little tidbit of lore there for you. The first step to getting Blazebinder class is getting Pyromancer class, because of course it's a tier 2 version of Pyro. So to get Pyro, you either join Exon Cave. Now this will probably, if you haven't done the cutscene, or the not the cutscene but the quest line, you'll get a cutscene for the quest line, and then you'll have to go through the quest line and come back here and actually get to this part. You have to finish the whole quest line, and then it'll bring you here. Once you're done this part of the quest, you can talk to this guy and become a Pyromancer and do, well, that's for the, yeah, and then do these, which it's faster if you remember, and get these tokens. These tokens turn in here for the class. So you can do that if you want Pyromancer class. That will take you a lot of days of dailies. I think it's 30 if you're a non-member. So that will be quite a few days of dailies. But if you don't want to do that and would rather spend 200 ACs on getting the class, you can come to the class shop, buy Pyromancer. So scroll down to where Pyromancer is. Buy the class, get some class points on it, because the shop will not show up without class points. Once you have a few class points, it doesn't have to be rank 10. It only needs a little bit of class points. You can have like 10 class points on it and you're fine. Come back here, go Blazebinder class. This shop will open, and then grab your sigil that you need. So you need Pyromancer to open up the shop. So grab the sigils, both of them, and then sell back Pyromancer class. Make sure you do that within 24 hours, and you'll get 80% of your ACs back for buying it. So pretty cheap way to not have to do all those dailies, and you can just get rid of Pyromancer class because it's really not worth having. Or you can keep it and use it if you want to, but I'd recommend selling it back. Let's get right into number 3. I would honestly put this class at number 1 if it wasn't for community feedback. So number 1 is not my choice for this video. There's a little spoiler for you there. But Lightcaster is one of the best and only paid class I put on this list. It costs 5 USD, or roughly 5 USD, so it's not too expensive of a class, but you know, it's the only paid one on the list that you can't purely farm for, although getting it now does require some farm. What makes this class so good is just how much of a beast it is. Your 2 skill has your opponent takes 3% more damage per stack up to 50 stacks. So that is 150% more damage your opponent takes, and that's from everyone in the room, not just your damage, but everyone in the room will be doing 150% more damage at max stack. Your 3rd skill has a 5% chance for your opponent to miss up to 5 stacks, so 25% chance for your opponent to miss you. That's very good. And this skill also deals quite a bit of damage, along with having the chance for the opponent to miss you up to 25%. Very nice. And you'll have that max stacked really quick. The 4th skill is a doozy. It heals for 300% of your spell damage, so using the Wiz enhancement on this class is very good. And also increases damage, crit chance, hit chance, dodge chance, haste, and damage resistance, all by 15% for 12 seconds. So that's for you and your party. That is huge. And your last skill does a large amount of damage on a hit and deals 700% damage over 10 seconds. That is your nuke, your big boy damage right there. So I love this class. It's my favorite for soloing. Lightcaster is definitely my favorite. And it's not really that hard to get, so here is how to get it. The first step in getting Lightcaster class is to join Celestial Realm. Once you're in Celestial Realm, you need to talk to A ranks here and go to shops. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing. If you are new to the game and you don't have any of the other Lightcaster armors, you need to go and buy Evolved Lightcaster. Now, if you already have one of the other Lightcaster armors, I'll assume you already know how to do it, so I'm only going to do this route. So 1k AC, this is the cheapest way of doing this, of course. There's no other way of doing it, unless you have a rare armor, which you probably don't have. So buy that armor. I already have it. And then you need to go and open up the corresponding token shop. The Evolved Lightcaster token shop right here. Click on that, open it, get the token. Once you have the token, you need to open up the Light Mage shop, which is right here. So open up Light Mage shop, use your token, whatever one of them it is, and click buy. You will now have Light Mage class. Light Mage class is not Lightcaster class. Oh, your grind has just begun for Lightcaster class. Now, it used to be in the game that you would just buy Lightcaster class, or you just buy the evolved armor and turn that in for Lightcaster class without doing any other farming. But now, they added more farming and a level 80 requirement to Lightcaster. So if you're not level 80, you have to stick it out with Light Mage for a while. But if you are level 80, you can do the Lightcaster class quest. So you can see everything you need. You need 1 class point on Light Mage. You need rank, or at least rank 1. Guardian Spirit's Blade, Avatar of Death Scythe, Lance of Time, Burning Blade of Abyss. So that is a large requirement pool for this. I will very quickly go over how to get these requirements in the fastest way possible. The first one is the Burning Blade. That is in this area. If you run to the very end of the map, I won't do that right now, but if you run to the very end of the map, the boss, he has a 1% chance of dropping the Burning Blade. The other requirements are the Spear of Time, Avatar of Death Scythe, and Guardian of Spirit's Blade are all from these quests. It's just farming the monsters in this area 500 times each. Good luck with that. And the last requirement is this sword right here, the hardest one to get by a long shot. For the last part of this, you have to join Celestial Arena. It'll bring you here. Walk up in this room, talk to this person, go to quest 21 through 30. This will require you to do the previous quests up to 21 by 30, do final fight, accept that, and then walk up 1 room. This will take you to the spoiler boss fight, which is A ranks himself. This is a solo room, so only one person can fit in this room, and you have to farm this guy. I think it's a 3% chance of dropping the blade. It might be 1%. It's between 3 and 1% of dropping this blade. So, and you can have to do it by yourself. So good luck on getting that. Once you have that though, you can go turn it in and get Lightcaster class for yourself. Congratulations. Another hard choice had to be made. Next up is number 2. Out of any class on this list, this is the one I was most conflicted on putting it in the slot, but a classic is always great. Shaman is the number 2 slot. Now, if you ask Twitter, which I did, is Shaman better than Blazebinder, or what is your preference? Blazebinder won by 70%. One of the community artists, Furrow, replied with, Shaman has been a letdown due to dry lightning nerf. And I have to agree, Shaman was better at one point, but currently it's my favorite farming class, so I'm putting it above Blazebinder in this list. But Shaman is a requirement. To get Blazebinder, you need to get the rank 10 Arkengrove, which is the only requirement for Shaman. You can go buy Shaman at /join Arkengrove if you have rank 10 there. To do the rep there, I would just recommend doing the storyline and then grinding it out. Good luck with that. It's a long, hard grind. Now, why is Shaman my current favorite farming class? It's the amount of burst DPS it has. So when I farm, this might be a certain circumstance for me, but there's usually other people in the room. It's a new event or whatever, or I'm streaming and there's a lot of people in the room who are also trying to take the kills. So Shaman does a good job of one-hitting, or at least getting the damage dealt to the target you are looking at. So you're more guaranteed to get the target hit and get that kill. So that's why I like Shaman. I would not use the 5th skill. It requires 60 mana, so don't touch that skill. This class does have some mana issues. Your 3 is a heal. It's not that great, but at 250 DOT or HOT is not bad. So yeah, I'd highly recommend this class, and you're probably going to have it already if you have Blazebinder. So check it out. Don't overlook it. Before we get to the number 1 slot on the list, we have some honorable and dishonorable mentions. I have 2 honorable mentions and 1 dishonorable mention. First up is SSOT, available in game for 6,000 adventure coins. That price tag is why I did not include it on the actual list, but I still wanted to include it in this video. Getting it here was important to me because it's a very good class and it shouldn't be passed over. So to get the class in-game, you want to come into the Curiosity shop in Battle on Town. You've probably been here. I'm not going to put the map name up on screen. It's a pretty common area. Talk to this guy and buy the time lock key. That's how you get the class. So it's 6,000 adventure coins, and that will give you access to SSOT, a very good counter class. Now, this class is also available on HeroMart.com. If you go to calendars on there, it's $20 plus shipping. And you get a special version of it for the game if you buy the actual calendar and some AQ3D and other AE games, some items in those games. So keep that in mind before you spend the 6K AC in game, that you can get the calendar, which also comes with the class. You will have to wait for it to be shipped to your house to get the code for it. So it is a longer wait, but you do get a lot more for your money if you buy the actual physical calendar. So that's how you get the class. I'm not really going to go too in depth because it's an honorable mention, but it's a really insane damage over time class, which does more damage than most, if not all, of the classes on this list. So check that out. The second honorable mention is none other than Great Thief, a beast PvP class that I do not have. Now, I might have it if it was available to earn. Not earn. You can't earn it, but available to purchase. You got to purchase hero points from Hero Mart, the same place where I told you could get the calendar. Now, hero points were available on certain items. All of those items are sold out. I will keep you guys updated on this channel if hero points are ever available. They weren't officially made rare, but if you have 10 hero points, you can get the Great Thief class. It's a very, very good PvP class, and I can't wait until I actually own it. My third and last honorable mention is for Abyssal Angel or Abyssal Angel Shadow. They are the same class. It is a seasonal class available on Black Friday. Very, very good multi-target, really slick animations. I love the class. The auto attack is a multi-target, damage over time. How can you not like that? A ranged multi-target damage over time. Just a all-around very nice farming class, and probably one of my top 3 favorite farming classes in the game. The one and only dishonorable mention, the class that you should stay as far away from as possible, is in /join Sansi. It's a reputation class in this area. These buttons are old. The class is also old. Master Ranger. Now, this class recently, I think as of like in the past 365 days, got a buff. That buff did nothing to it. It is a terrible class still. It is not worth you rank 10ing Sansi, so do not do that. Stay far away. And the number 1 slot goes to the one, the only, High Lord of the Void. Void High Lord is the one class on this list that I don't actually own. I put it on here because I asked Twitter. I got a bunch of replies. I asked what your top 5 favorite non-rare classes are. That's right. Every class in this video is not rare, and I did that on purpose so you could always get this, and this video would never be out of date. So Void High Lord was number 1 on everyone's list, so I'd feel kind of bad not making it number 1 on mine. I don't have it, but I can show you how to get it. And from what I understand, the reason you'd want it is it's super, super tanky. Probably the tankiest, if not the tankiest class in the game. Hard to die with it, and it deals a lot of damage per second. So really big tank, really big damage, really good combination. First step to getting Void High Lord is to /house sync. Now, this isn't the way that most people do it, but Sync's house is great. It gives you a portal right to this recent portal. Now, you need 50 bone dust. To get 50 bone dust, you have to go to Battle Under and farm some of the skeletons there. They get their dust. Now, I already have this, and I have all the other requirements. There's a whole list of requirements for doing this. I'm not going to go through that list right now, but you can find that somewhere and get that. Am I sure I want to go through this portal? Yes, I am. Now, once you're here, you're going to want to go to the far right room, go to the left room up here. Make sure you don't die. That's important. Then go in the middle, then go to the right, and you'll be at the NPC that will give you Void High Lord. Now, this is where the fun starts. So you need all of this stuff, and 15 of those. That will get you a class. You know, it's that simple, that easy. You know, it'll probably take you 10-15 minutes at most. I'm kidding. It'll probably take you a month or 2, if not more. So yeah, good luck. There's a lot of stuff to farm. This video would be 30 minutes long if I explained to you everything. There's actually a video on YouTube I saw. It took them like 25 minutes to explain to you how to get Void High Lord. So yeah, there's where you start the Void High Lord journey. Good luck with that if you're going for Void High Lord. That is the number 1 class out of all of the classes in Adventure Quest World, and that is my top 5 list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I put a lot of time into this video, more than a normal video, so if you appreciate that, make sure you let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace. If you made it to the very end of this 18-minute long video, you get to see my face, and also I get to give you an ad. So use my support creator code in Fortnite if you play Fortnite. You get a free wrap, and I get money. So feels good, man. Clap. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.